Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on Monthly Theme Thursday with my review of Vampires and Other Stereotypes. All throughout March, the monthly theme has been independent labels. Jason and I each chose a favorite and watched and reviewed movies from our labels. The independent label I selected for the month is one I think perfectly represents my taste in horror: Visual Vengeance. Every Thursday in March, I reviewed a Visual Vengeance release, and last Thursday, I reviewed two. But now that it's the final Thursday of March, Vampires and Other Stereotypes will be my final Visual Vengeance review of the month. And maybe, just maybe, I saved the best for last. Vampires and Other Stereotypes is a 1994 shot-on-video horror film, and it's a perfect example of the type of movies Visual Vengeance releases. It epitomizes SOV 90s horror, and that's a good thing. Watching it brought me back to the video store days, finding those hidden horror gems on the shelf. We all rented Halloween, Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and all of the other mainstream horror films. But finding a movie like Vampires and Other Stereotypes was special. And I say a movie like it because I had never seen this film until now. Thank you to Visual Vengeance for making that possible. Vampires and Other Stereotypes follows two Manhattan paranormal investigators named Ivan and Harry. But don't think of something like Ghost Adventures. They come across more as New York cops. They do not police humans, though. They police demons. Harry has more experience of the two, both professionally and in his personal past. Ivan is still learning the ropes. One night, they arrive on a crime scene at a warehouse where they save a businessman from one of the demons. Soon after, a group of young partygoers arrive at the warehouse, believing it to be the location of a rave. One of the girls happens to be the businessman's daughter, Kirsten. She's with her new boyfriend, Eric, and a couple of her female friends. But when they arrive, the girls accidentally open a portal to hell. Now Kirsten, Eric, her friends, and her father are all trapped in hell. But fortunately for them, Ivan and Harry are there too. Unfortunately for them, demons, monsters, and other creatures roam the realm. And yes, vampires too. This is probably a good time to mention, if you're not a fan of vampire films, do not let the title deter you. Ironically, there is not a whole lot of vampire action in this movie. There are vampires, but the movie is more of a demon flick. Think of The Evil Dead, or especially Evil Dead 2. Vampires and Other Stereotypes is more of a monster movie. The creatures come in all shapes and sizes too, including a giant mutant rat. He's even on this cool slipcover. Another film I'd slightly compare this to is Spookies. Like that film, it's very ambitious, and there are some fun monsters. Vampires and Other Stereotypes features a talking, dismembered hand. I love the materializing talking heads on the wall. And there are even celebrity sightings in the film. I felt like I was in a house of horrors while watching this. It was like watching the characters explore a Halloween haunt. That haunt just happened to be, in this universe anyway, hell. There is even a maze with arms reaching out, protruding from the walls. Vampires and Other Stereotypes is an experience, and an original one at that. That word has come up a lot this month. Visual Vengeance definitely releases some original horror films. Believe it or not, Vampires and Other Stereotypes might just be the most original of them all. At the very least, I'd say it is the most ambitious. I loved the random doors appearing in different parts of hell. Picture the sandworm scenes in Beetlejuice. It was kind of like that. The movie makes a great use of colors and filters, and even black and white. The mist goes well with the background music and sound effects. The whole thing just screams 90s horror nostalgia. The scene of Kirsten seeing all of her ex-boyfriends was insanely entertaining. This entire movie was insanely entertaining. I loved it. The creature effects, the makeup and masks, no CGI in this one. Vampires and Other Stereotypes features those practical effects I love and miss. There may be no better representation of visual vengeance than this movie, and there may be no better representation of my taste in horror than visual vengeance. Here is the Blu-ray artwork underneath the slipcover, and here is the reversible artwork underneath the disc. Inside we get a poster, stickers, and liner notes. And of course, as always, I'll zoom in on the back so you can pause and read all of those awesome special features. I'm glad I decided to close out my Visual Vengeance reviews for March with Vampires and Other Stereotypes. If anything at all I said in this video sounded appealing to you, do not hesitate to grab a copy of this Blu-ray from Visual Vengeance. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much again to Visual Vengeance, not only for releasing Vampires and Other Stereotypes, but for sending me this Blu-ray to review. Of course, please be sure to check out Jason's video to see which movie he reviews from his independent label on this final monthly theme Thursday of March. What will the monthly theme be for April? Check back next week to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.